Hello, I'm happy you're here. Welcome back to my 30-day declutter challenge vlog series. I think I finally have that down, but we'll check in again tomorrow and see if that's true. Today, I am trying to do like a relatively small space. So I'm doing the cabinets above the microwave and above the fridge. I feel like things kind of just get lost up there, especially above the fridge. We do not access above the fridge. I could not begin to guess what is above the fridge. Like, I have no idea. We put snacks and cereal on the top of our fridge, so we don't ever access those cabinets. I mean, it's a good spot to store stuff you don't use very often. I just have no idea what it is. I don't know what's in there. So that's going to be the goal of today. And also we need to clean up after yesterday and just do some general life cleaning, because after this past week things just accumulate because life happens. And the kids are actually going camping tomorrow, so I also need to pack for them to go for that. So we have a lot of things to do, and it is already 12:30. Just because, yeah, you know, life, and sometimes you just want to drink your coffee in the quiet. So let's go do some stuff. To start, we've got this cabinet above the microwave. This is pretty much where I store our candles, my hot water bottle, and dog stuff. I think it's finally time to let go of some of these treats. Like, our dog's not very food motivated, so I don't know how old these treats actually are. So I think that can go. And then dog medication, a random jar of coins is just somewhere I could tuck it to keep it out of the way, but still accessible enough to put coins away. And also the top of the microwave is disgusting. And then we've got the top of the fridge, which, like I said, houses the cereal, random Christmas DVDs for some reason, and I have no idea what is in here. Actually, I think I have an idea a little bit. I think we have up here backup candles in case the power goes out. Yeah, and then knives, I think. So I think I should probably include in this the top of the fridge. Honestly, I should give the tops of these things a little clean. I know, and we've talked about this. This is not meant to be like cleaning vlogs. These are meant for decluttering. And honestly, just decluttering has made such an impact on everything else. But I think we do need to take a little time out of this one to clean around the areas for sure. So some things I've found in there, like these candle lids. I've seen people use these as like fabric weights. So I think I'm gonna hang on to these and try that out, because I'm hoping once things are decluttered, I can start sewing more frequently. And then we lost our cat a year ago today. Like, he got outside and then we have not seen him since. So we had some cat stuff up there, like some flea and tick stuff, cat treats, and like catnip and stuff. And I figure since my mom has new kittens, obviously like the flea and tick stuff would be too big of a dose, but they'll get big enough eventually. So I might as well send this stuff over to her. She might be able to use it once her kittens get big enough, and then it's not going to waste. So I've made a little bag of some of the cat stuff I think we can send on to her and she can use for her kittens. So there's that. And now I think what I'm going to do, instead of going into the cabinet above the fridge, because after looking at it, it was cleaned out a few years ago and then we just never go in it. I don't see any reason to go through it more. There's nothing to declutter in there. I've decluttered and then nothing gets put in there. So I'm going to instead focus on the top of the fridge, which does need decluttering and cleaning. So that will be the next part.
But I will want to have them.
Well, we don't have a kitty right now. There's not a kitty in our house, is there?
I want to have mom do that.
I know, sweetie, me too.
I will have Toby to bring me a little kitten, and I will name it Mom.
Before we do the rest of the declutter project, we're going to take a little trip out to the garden and take a look at our little sprouts. Why are we throwing shoes?
Want to go faster.
You wanted to see if one went faster?
Yeah.
Of course.
The tank back.
This watering can is not enough for the amount of things we have planted in our garden, but we're gonna give it a try anyway. We're gonna just water a couple things and then see how it goes. We are meant to get a hose hooked back up out here. I don't know when that's gonna happen. You've seen how slow I've been doing the decluttering. Like, we're just not in a rush, or we've got other things going on. Whoa, Poppy, why don't you come water these pumpkins over here?
Okay.
Look at those guys.
Mama!
Look at your pumpkin guy, he's getting so tall. The sunflowers are starting to shoot up too.
I'm wanting that one.
And lots of grass, but I think we're just gonna let the grass ride for now. Let's go take a quick look at the sunflower patch and see how that's going. We ran out of water, obviously, so they're not gonna be watered, but let's just take a look at what's going on over here. Got a few big ones. I'm gonna assume like all of this is grass because we only just tilled it and kind of went from there. Maybe just make sure that nothing is suffocating the actual plant. We did throw a bunch of wildflower mix out here, but I think most of this probably is just grass, but I don't want to mess with it in case it's not, like, I don't know what these are. We have some tomato cages behind the house, so I should probably go grab those now and start putting them on our tomato plants because it looks like they've acclimated pretty well to being outside. Now we just have to see if they'll continue, see if they'll take off at all. But the kids are helping Dave right now plant some corn, but he's gonna put down a weed barrier for his corn. So we'll just have to keep plucking the grass from the other ones this year, and then at the end of the year we'll tarp them all so that way nothing can grow in there and then it can just all be dead before we try to plant in it again. Don't know where the tomato cages are. There they are. Found them. Look at them. All right, well, hey guys, I need 3. Why are some of you so mangled? What is happening? But yeah, these are the cages I need. You seem to be busy, but let's try this. Ugh, how many snakes do you think are under this? Ain't no way. What is happening? All right, I've got 2. That's gonna have to be enough for now. Ta-da! 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I want to go look at the compost because I thought I saw like a pumpkin type leaf out here, and a few years ago we accidentally grew pumpkins in our compost pile. We're not very good at the compost pile. I would like to get better at it, but again, it's like one thing at a time. So we usually like dump our Christmas trees back here and our pumpkins from Halloween time in the fall and everything. Sometimes food scraps and stuff. I would like to get better at putting food scraps out here just because I would like to be more sustainable, but again, we're building blocks. There's something that I want to do. I need to build up to it. I need to lay a foundation first. Look at the size of these leaves. There must be something out here. Oh, that is for sure something, right? Right? That has to be some kind of pumpkin thing. Oh my gosh. Yes, 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 yes. Look at that. They got flowers starting. Okay, now I need to learn how to prune this correctly so whatever this is can grow and so we can have it for the fall. Look how big and beautiful. See, this is what it would look like if we planted our garden on time. But what kind? I don't know. Give me your guesses. What are we gonna get out of this? Anything else in here? I keep getting distracted. I let the kids put a Paw Patrol tattoo on me and I keep thinking that something's on my leg. We got another accidental produce plant happening over here. We're gonna find out what this is.
Wait. If it has flowers, it's definitely a cucumber or a pumpkin.
We're gonna have to mark it off, make sure it stays safe, because this is where it is. In the beds where we were gonna plant stuff, but oh my gosh, is this more? Is this anything, guys? So for the evening, we ended up having family game night where we played Monopoly Junior, and it took a very long time. I was out first, so I decided to go for my run, and when I came back from my run, the game was still happening between Dave and the kids. And then we've wrapped that up, and now I'm going to do some reading. I've got to do the packing of the kids tomorrow and schlepping them up to camp. So I will show you the finished product of the fridge tomorrow. I've totally done it. For sure, 100%. It'll be done when you see it tomorrow. But that's gonna be all for today. It was a decent little tidy today, or declutter I should say. And tomorrow is another easy one just because we are going to be driving at least 5 hours tomorrow when we go to drop the kids off. So don't have a lot of time for the doing because I also need to pack the kids. So we'll do that tomorrow. So stick around, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then.